Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium, home of the TCU Horned Frogs. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Houston Cougars taking on the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Season. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Houston Cougars offense will take the first swing of the game. And here it comes for the first time as the starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, Dave.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask.
Breaks into the open. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Let's talk for a second about Houston. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad.
There he goes! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back from no gain.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
He'll bring it out. It's Duggan. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Taylor wants to throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Andrews. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Short gain on the play before he slides. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. You got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So,
and the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now they're going to throw it. Let's it fly. Touchdown, TCU! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
And the Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Cougars are in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Taylor wants to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off play action. That's reeled in. It's Palmer. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And that last completion left him short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And a decent game there before the defense makes a stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll try to get it through the air. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. The Houston offense comes onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Not quite so backed up after that play. He's out of bounds at the 12.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
The give to the left side. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
1st and 10 from their own 17. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like that.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it, they're on the move. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Here's the give off the left side.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The handoff to Johnson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive things. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
Gives it on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Taylor wants to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Finding open areas. Turning on the Jets. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And this QB is really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frog! Great job by the back on the option.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you can have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Houston offense once again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pucks it out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Got his man quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Works the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Cougars want to pick up the tempo. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the field goal unit is on the field. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy
turning it on. Past the first down marker and still running. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Horned Frogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll move the wide receiver. This quarterback part of their running game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. This is a designed run. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Taylor wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Andrews. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Fires to the tight end. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move, and here's the thing.
Touchdown, TCU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. Pass to Stinson, still on his feet. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches tonight.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
The offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they liked because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Well, you don't see this very often. A defensive lineman getting the pick six. What an individual effort to get his hands on the football. How about that athleticism? And then take it to the house.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Western Michigan was far from the friendly confines of Kalamazoo, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Throws to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. This offense has it with really good field position. Taylor wants to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? On the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. He uncorks one deep. He's got it down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving. It's complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. So the final period starts with a second down play. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll give it to Johnson. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points, and then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Back to pass on second down. Got his man on the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle. Throw him the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Got him downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's got him in the flat. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Dumps it to the back. He makes the grab. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Now on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Kendricks. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Quick completion on the out route. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Fakes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Houston wants to play fast.
The tackle is made at the 50. And that's
to the air on first down. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a second and long. Trying play action. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Here comes the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Backed up now. Here's second and long.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Catch is made at the 15. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quick strike complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harris. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Houston going up tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Quickly complete. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
At the 32-yard line.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. They'll immediately call timeout.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Thanks to grab. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. It's on target and complete. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. One more play to pad the stats. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Goes right through his hands, falls to the ground, and